My map subbing caught my miscarriage, she posted it on our Backhood Facebook group. I lost my baby on my front porch yesterday. Today, 2847 people have watched it happen. It started as cramping during my morning walk. By the time I reached my driveway, I knew something was wrong. Blood was already soaking through my gray leggings. I barely made it to my porch steps before collapsing, the pain so intense I couldn't breathe. 10 weeks. That's how far along I was, far enough to have names picked out, not far enough to have told anyone except my husband. I must have screamed because several neighbors came running. Mrs. Chen from across the street, the teenage boy from next door. They called 911, held my hands, tried to comfort me as my body expelled what would have been our first child. Right there on the cold concrete in broad daylight, my deepest grief became a public spectacle. The ambulance took me away. The neighbors hosed off my porch. Life moved on. This morning my husband showed me his phone with shaking hands. Baby, you need to see this. Our neighborhood Facebook group, a video post from Karen Morrison, who lives 2 houses down, the woman who complains about our lawn being an inch too long, who reports kids for sidewalk chalk, who has 4 Ring cameras covering every angle of her property. The video was crystal clear HD quality. You could see everything, my face contorted in agony, the blood pooling beneath me, the moment I realized what was happening and started sobbing. The raw primal grief of a mother losing her child, captured in 4K resolution, but she hadn't just posted the raw footage, she'd edited it, aided dramatic music. Slow motion replays of the worst parts, light and Terry overlaid in bright yellow text. What is happening to our neighborhood? Is this drug related? Should we be concerned for our children? The comments were worse than the video. Looks like a drug overdose to me, probably a prostitute. That's what happens in that lifestyle. I always knew something was off about that house. My kids could have seen this, traumatizing. Hundreds of comments and rows of views, shares to other community groups. Shevin had cross-posted it to the city ace with the title, "Meanwhile in Suburbia." Mixed in were a few defending voices. Mrs. Chen trying to explain it was a medical emergency. The teenage boy saying I was a nice lady who always waved hello, drowned out by the speculation and judgment. Then I saw Karen's follow-up comment, "You pediate. I've heard from sources this was a miscarriage. Ladies, this is what happens when you don't take care of yourself during pregnancy. Let this be a lesson. My private tragedy, my dead baby, my body failing me in the worst possible way, turned into neighborhood entertainment and a morality tale by a woman who once called the cops on a kid's lemonade stand." I tried reporting the video. Facebook said it didn't violate community guidelines. The police said it was filmed from her property, making it legal. A lawyer said I might have a case for emotional distress, but it would take years and thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, the video keeps spreading. Shuman made an excerpt's reaction. Video, another person created a meme. My baby's death, my rock bottom moment has become content. My husband wants us to move sod fresh somewhere else. But why should we leave? We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. Last night I made my own post in the group. A single paragraph app to everyone who watched, commented on, and shared the video of my miscarriage. I hope you never experience the pain of losing a child. I hope you never have your worst moment broadcast for entertainment. I hope you never know what it feels like to have your baby's death turned into a neighborhood talking point. But mostly, I hope you remember that the woman in that video is your neighbor. I am a human being who lost her child on that porch. Not content, not gossip, not a cautionary tale. I just a grieving mother. Karen reported my post for harassment. The video is still up, 4726 views now. My baby would have been due in May. Instead of planning a nursery, I am planning legal action. Instead of announcing our pregnancy, I am writing cease and desist letters. Every time I leave my house, I see her cameras, recording, waiting for the next tragedy to monetize. I've started wearing all black. Let her film that.